Let the harvest begin.
Welcome back to the Gory Gaze, the horror podcast where two boyfriends slash up and bleed out your favorite horror movies, mostly but not limited to the black sheep, underrated, and forgotten gems of the genre. I am Stanley.
And I'm Alex.
Yay.
No, wait, I hate that. And I'm Alex. No.
Who are you?
And I'm Alex.
Who are you?
And I'm Alex.
What are you waiting for?
No, not this time. What is it?
Oh, my grave stays empty.
But what does she say while she's spinning?
Oh, God, what does she say?
We'll get there eventually. But yes, of course, not only...
She says something silly. I don't even remember.
I don't even know what I was going to say right now.
We're talking about I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
I just had a lot of popcorn and I downed like 3 cans of soda all in one sitting.
The soda was my favorite part.
Jeez.
And we also had a plethora of sushi.
Oh, yeah. We tried this. Oh, I just smacked. I hate that. Yes, we just tried. Yeah. And I told you I was going to do this a lot. No, I won't do it. That's annoying. Yeah, we just tried a new sushi place out down the street out here in Bakersfield by the name of Roku.
I don't think that was the name of it. That's the name of our TV channel thing.
Wasn't it? I think it was Roku.
No,
Roku.
It starts with a K.
Koru.
That might be.
Yeah. It was Koru, I think. So it's in my Instagram anyways. I already posted a story. So
it was good.
If you follow, go see.
It was expensive. It adds up so quick.
Oh, it was Kura.
Okay, that
yeah. I'm a Roku.
Stupid.
Okay. It was, I don't know. The experience was okay. If you cut it, it was what, 35 each?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like 35 each ain't bad for soda. And like
16 plates.
Yeah.
Like fat little sushi bitches.
But you get a prize after 15 plates. So we weren't even aiming for that. Honestly, they just kept coming and we just kept throwing them down the little slot.
And what was the prize?
A little keychain that connects together and it becomes like a charm bracelet.
But we only got one.
You only get one. Well, they want you to come back.
And it's currently hanging off of my rearview mirror.
Okay. We said we were only going to have 5 minutes for the intro and we're already spending 5 minutes on Karu.
Hey, that's fine. They didn't need to know that we were timing ourselves. We only wanted to have an hour and a half today.
It's okay to know stuff.
Well, this is what we get for waiting until the last minute. But we were like, I still know what you did last summer. We don't need to really do a deep dive on this movie. Like I just said, I waited until the last minute to do notes, which was this morning, and we had planned for this to be released tomorrow, so let's keep our fingers crossed. But I was watching it today, and I was like, ew, I kind of like this movie a lot more than the last few times that I've watched it in the past, because I really never loved this movie. I think I might have liked it when I was a kid, but it was never one that I rewatched over and over again. I definitely watched the first one a lot. I watched all of the movies that came out in 1998, probably 10 times more than this one.
What movies were those? Because this was a hard watch for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This was like, I can't believe I actually sat through the movie. I loved Brandy's character more this time than any other, I think, that I've watched this movie. I don't know why. Maybe because of the last movie, the one that just came out in 2025. That little, I don't know if you stayed for the end credits, then you got to see.
Oh, wait,
Brandy
real quick.
set.
Oh, God, spoiler.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, fuck.
Well, whatever.
You guys probably already watched it.
Yeah, if you guys are listening to this by now, you hopefully have seen the movie. If you haven't, well, there it is.
Well, if not, either way, you probably would have gotten up and left before those rolled out. So
and also,
there you go.
To be real, every fucking post or anything that you've seen about the new movie has said, stay till the end of the credits, and whatever. Sorry. Go on.
So anyways, she's back.
She's totally.
But I think because of that, probably this kind of made me feel better about her character
because she has a resurgence.
I'm okay with her. Yeah, and I think it was because the directors and them liked her so much. She was only supposed to last so long on the during the movie. But they liked her so much that they kept her character, throughout the entire movie till the end of the movie. And that's why she kind of disappears throughout the movie and then only comes back.
There was 10 times.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least 3 times, realistically, where I was like, she should be dead.
She could have died already a long time ago, but they decided to keep her. They liked her, and I kind of like her too.
But I know what you mean. There was a lot more that I resonated with her this time around because she's a good supporting character, and she really does support Julie James, especially as a friend and a sidekick, and she's not annoying. I really remember her being annoying
from the beginning of the movie. You know, like when she's in Julie's closet.
Yeah.
And that whole like little Julie scream and like the knife and all that. Like, I fucking love that. It's such a perfect intro.
I like it too. And it's funny because in my notes, I was like, I don't like this scene necessarily. And there's a lot that I don't love about this movie, but it's not anybody in the movie's fault because I think that all the actors are doing a really good job. And we'll get to all that as we tear it apart. But I think that Jennifer Love Hewitt specifically, and not to cancel out the whole Brandy stuff, but Jennifer Love Hewitt specifically does a lot better here than she did in the first movie. I think she has settled into the character a lot better, and that's not to say that this script is better than the first movie, because I feel like it's a lot more confusing and it's a lot more sillier, and I think it definitely takes the slasher formula and runs with it, as opposed to the mystery thriller Scooby-Doo stuff that we talked about last week.
Because our little Julie James is a little more matured.
What a difference a year can make.
Yeah, I remember people would be calling her Jennifer Huge Tits.
Oh, God.
Just because, like the cover of this movie kind of brought her breast out a little more than like
how
any
do
other.
you stand in a way to where this is your profile?
Yeah. Remember the first movie had her you could see her shoulder just a little, but her breasts were still covered. And now
the cleavage is so prominent. I think
they were even pulled out, just to like make them look larger.
It's so interesting. I do like the poster. The posters for both of these movies I think are good. But real quick, I do want to talk about the movies that came out in 1998 while we're talking about it. We have Urban Legend. There was the Psycho remake. We have this. There was The Faculty. There was Strangeland. Vampires, Halloween H2O, which we'll be talking about next week on either this platform or Patreon. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We have Deep Rising, Disturbing Behavior, At Pupil, Bride of Chucky, The Prophecy 2, Phantasm 4, Children of the Corn 5, Fallen, Species 2, The Dentist 2, Blade, Spiral, Beloved. I don't know if that's really a horror film. It does have Oprah Winfrey, and it's a long watch, but it's so good. It's really sad and it's fucked up, and it's a better book, but it's a really good movie. So I do recommend that. And I don't know if that's horror.
Oprah and horror, that's scary.
It's a really fucking fucked up movie. It's about slavery and like way back shit. Like it's a tough movie. We got Practical Magic. Hey.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for part 2.
Oh, it's going to be good. Dark City. We have Devil in the Flesh, The X-Files. We have Shrieker. And some of these went direct to video. Don't get me wrong. We have Godzilla. We have Wicked with Julia Stiles. Fuck that movie. Oh my God. It's like Poison Ivy, but like 10 times worse. And I'm sure we're missing a few, but this is the kind of year for horror that we had. And some of these went to video, like I said, but a lot of these were theatrical. And I saw a lot of these in theater, including I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. What is your relationship to this movie?
Just it being part 2 to part 1.
Did you see it theatrically?
But no, I always watch these movies in video with a group of friends. Like,
we talked about that.
Yeah, like those years, the 98 years and all that stuff. It was a good year for that type of, like just to be with friends surrounded. I never really liked going to the theater. I think the last movie that I saw in theater when I was a young teen, was Titanic. Honestly. And that was what year? 95?
That was 97. That was the year before.
Okay,
yeah.
So the year before.
And did you catch the Titanic reference in this movie?
Fuck. No.
When they're on the boat, I'll call it out when we're talking about the plot.
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah. It happens. But this one came out, it was November. So this came out at the end of the year. And out of the bunch of the movies that came out of 1998, this was definitely one that again, it just didn't resonate the way that I felt like it should have. I remember just being really, really confused. And it just wasn't the sequel that even back then, it just wasn't what I expected. It's not that it's not what I wanted, It's just not what I expected.
There were just other things up in the air that were more important to us, like the Monica Lewinsky scandal going on at the same year. And also, I believe Apple had released iMac for us that year as well. So it was a big year, 98.
Okay, this shows our definite 5-year age gap.
This is amazing.
I don't think as a 12-year-old I was worried about Monica Lewinsky giving Bill Clinton a Hummer.
You're so right. Was it a blue dress or a black dress?
Not milk. It was a blue dress.
Wow. What
Did you ever watch that season of American Crime Story?
Oh my God. Fuck yes. That was good. And there was a movie, right? Didn't we watch a movie? Or?
I don't think that there was a movie.
That's what we watched together, right?
There may have been a movie. I think we did watch it together, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, describe this movie in 3 words for me. Let's just get on into this shit.
Describe this movie in 3 words. Should have never... I don't know.
Happened,
yeah. Yeah. Should have never happened.
I'm going to describe it in 3 words this week since we keep alternating on a weekly basis. You know what? As of today, I'm going to call it fun, hip, and scary. No, I'm just kidding. That's what they called all these movies.
The best horror
That's
of the year.
Definitely what they called all these movies of the time. I'm going to call it fun because I did have fun with it. I'm going to call it fun, entertaining, and stupid. All the above. I think fun, entertaining, and stupid is a perfect way.
You know what?
3 perfect
To watch
words.
this movie, you have to surrender to those 3 words because you cannot watch this if you don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I think you have to want to watch this movie because it's kind of a slog to get through.
Yeah.
I think it's at the 40-minute mark, you still have only had 1 death.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second. And like, it's a movie where I think you need to start getting the killings to happen. And once it does, once all the killings do start happening and the blood starts flowing, it does get that entertainment factor. Yeah. I think that it's more enjoyable because there's a point where it just turns into one big chase sequence, much like the first movie. But it's like, really? We have to be on like a deserted island and we have to have this big convoluted, weird, webby story that like, it's so weird.
And it has enough kills in it, like it has enough kills and it gets you through it. But yeah, you have to wait a good while just to get to them. And then when they do happen, they happen. And it's a lot of repeated stuff. It's just a hard watch for me. I couldn't believe I watched it again.
I think we would probably throw this director onto the island of misfit toy directors. Yeah. Because I just don't, and maybe the screenwriter too. I think we should just get into the people under the stairs.
Yeah. You know what? I think the director had said something about him not liking this movie anyways.
I mean, you can tell.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
In a 2017 interview, I Know What You Did Last Summer, director Jim Gillespie said, I thought it wasn't the right story. I didn't like the premise. It kind of killed the franchise a little bit. They had a chance to do something a bit different. And for me, it just wasn't it. Like yeah.
And this is the original director. This is the director for the first film.
Yes.
So he's talking about the sequel. Yes. And he's not wrong because they think that they did the right thing as far as commenting on Julie's trauma because, what happened in the first movie is silly and it's a little stretched and you kind of have to suspend your belief a little bit, but it's fucked up. And, it's just the same thing with stuff that happens with Sidney Prescott and Laurie Strode. A lot of this stuff is extravagant and you have to really suspend your belief in the horror universe. And I think that they did the right thing by giving Julie James like that traumatized element, but I wish they would have done more with it.
Yeah, like I like the dream sequence part of it, and you know what? Like the scariest whole part of the whole movie is honestly the beginning intro of the movie when it starts, and they're recapping everything from the last movie.
I love the sound bites.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah,
I think the sound bites are used so well, and I love the font.
Yeah,
the font that they use is really good. They use the same font in the logo of the first film as well.
Yeah,
I used to love AOL web page makers when I was a kid. And there was this guy that I used to harass. His name was Shadow Guy 193, I think.
He's still alive.
Maybe, I don't know. But I used to beg him to make me these little banners. They were called banners for these websites that I would make for movies like Carrie and The Faculty. And I was just obsessed with it. But I would have him use that font specifically because of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Anyway, that's the end of that
Oh,
story.
okay. Yeah. Was that a summer?
I might remove that.
No.
That's so stupid. Where were we going with that?
The-
But no, they could have done a lot more with this movie. I think that taking them to the Bahamas was kind of a cheap out. I think that just flying them to the Bahamas is like getting them there is like, okay, you win a radio contest. And then the fact that, I mean, this would never fly today. Like the plot of this film would never fly today because of obviously technology and cell phones and Googling and blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about it when we
It's difficult to
get there.
describe because there is a lot of that. Like I get it, like the housekeeper, you know, and the boat hand or whatever hand,
The dock hand.
the dock hand.
The dock hand guy.
Like, why are they there if it's off season? You know, like the questions that you have, like, were they hired specifically by this millionaire, supposedly, you know, just work for me for this vacation, I'll pay you. And then,
Like where is Ben Willis getting all this fucking money from?
like, that's the thing. Maybe his son took a student loan out.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
And that's another thing is like, I didn't understand this whole backstory with the whole Ben Willis thing and his wife and the two kids. Like, I didn't understand any of that until today. That's how convoluted all this has been to me my whole life and how little I cared to pay attention to the detail and how much I really just was watching this for the bloody kills, because this is a lot bloodier than the original. I was just watching this because it was kind of stupid fun. You know what I mean? It's very good pairing for what we're going to be talking about next week, which is Halloween H2O, everybody. But that's a much better movie.
There's a big story. I wish I knew Sarah Willis's story, which is Ben Willis's wife.
Yeah, and on the back of the VHS film, and maybe even on the back of the DVD, they refer to Sarah Willis as the daughter, and I think that's always something that's confused me too, because
Susie.
and
Susan,
Susie
right?
is the daughter. Susie is the daughter. We had to pause it while we were watching it today because I was like, I'm going to get this right today. I'm going to get this right once and for all. And if I'm wrong, if there's some like diehard fan out there who's holding a copy of the fucking VHS in their hand and it does not say what I just said, by all means, correct us. That'll prove that we have listeners. But I have let that fuck with my head, and it might just not even be a real thing. I might just be making that up.
Because he killed her. He killed the wife, right?
According to legend, he had killed his wife and chopped her up and threw her all about the
island,
the grounds of the island, and then buried her. And then he also flew Susan/Susie's body all the way back from Southport to the Bahamas and buried her there as well. And there's also another empty grave for Alila. Who the fuck is Lila? I want that movie. That's what I'll always know could have been about. And I think that there could have been some answers provided for us, for those diehard I Know fans, because they exist, for the new film, for that I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 that you mentioned a few minutes ago. I love how you talked about it like 2025 has already happened and is gone by.
2025 is gone. It's done.
Real quick, I know we already said we're going to get into the people under the stairs, but describe I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 real quick. What did you think? Don't spoil anything else. But what did you think?
You know what? To me, another one that just didn't make sense. Like I really, really wish, and I think I already said it once. You know, that they would have just called it 4th of July instead of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Honestly, that's the way I feel about it. Is like, I wish they just would have gave us this horror movie for the 4th of July weekend, because normally we run to Jaws or something else. But we don't have much 4th of July movies, you know, that we can go to. Like Thanksgiving is for Thanksgiving. Wonderful Knife, we have, you know, the Wonderful Knife during Christmas season.
We have Drop Dead Gorgeous.
But, you know, like, I wish that it would have been a whole different movie and that things would have just been different. Like, Freddie Prinze Jr. didn't make sense to me.
That whole subplot was fucking weird.
And I guess bringing them back was like, I can't say too much without giving too much away, but it honestly just felt the opposite of what part 1 was.
Here, you know what? Actually, spoilers for those who don't want any more spoilers. Just skip ahead for like the next minute. Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
I can't like. I just feel like literally like what part 1 was, you know, everybody trying to get out of the town and like not wanting to be in the town. And all of a sudden this movie comes back and it's like, now we want to be part of the town because the town is disappearing. and it's becoming something else, like this big playground for the rich.
Being replaced by Yuppie Central.
Being replaced, and everything is being forgotten, and people are being paid off just to not bring things up no more. And the only person fighting for that is Freddie Prinze Jr., which, like, if that's going to be the reason, then run for mayor, like, do something else. But part one, you spent your entire time saying you didn't want to be part of it, and now you're, like, wanting to come back and defend the town that you first wanted to run away from.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
He like really wanted to get out of there with Julie.
Yeah,
and then in the sequel, he's like stuck there.
He's like stuck there. So he kind of owns up to just wanting to stay there in Southport, which kind of makes sense. But 2025's I Know What You Did Last Summer really doesn't connect to part two.
I was talking to Aaron about it, and Aaron, and they do say this at the end as well, but they basically imply that one of the two people that had returned for the sequel, which is Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt, got more therapy than the other, or one didn't get any at all.
Yeah.
And that's why they are in the role that they are.
Yeah.
Like, newsflash, Ray's the killer, you guys.
Yes.
And it was fucking weird and made, to us, it didn't really make a lot of sense. And there was another killer as well. We don't even really need to spoil that one because you can just go find out for yourself.
I mean, you have to go through your whole thing, but and I'm glad that they said it, because even before we watched the movie, I had brought up a reference that I Know What You Did Last Summer is kind of just like a big old Scooby-Doo episode where if like the killer would have got away, and I think I did say it on the last episode, where the killer would have got away if it wasn't for the meddling kids, and that whole theory of it all. But literally, they say that line in the movie, and I'm glad that they did, because I literally like took my hand and I put it on Stanley, like, oh my gosh, like they even said it. Like, this is how I see these movies. It's so weird.
And there was,
I think that's the aesthetic that they're heading for. Then, or what they want to give us is a big old Scooby-Doo episode.
And I do appreciate all the nods that they gave to us, because it's obvious that the writer/director really loved the first movie especially. I don't know if they loved the second one because they only made little references here and there and they weren't really pleasant. I think that they kind of discarded it. But I loved the little cameo from Sarah Michelle Gellar. That's been spoiled by
probably the best.
The entire internet.
The entire fucking like best part of the movie was that whole little dream sequence.
And I hate that people are saying that should have been given to Jennifer Love Hewitt, but also I kind of think that it could have been, because Jennifer Love Hewitt's character is given all these dream sequences throughout, like the ending of the first movie and then the opening of this one. Like, it would have made sense, but I love that it happened to Madeline Klein's character. I think it's perfect.
For sure, Jennifer Love Hewitt would have been crazy if they'd done that, and it's all been in her head the entire time if she kept on dreaming and dreaming and dreaming the same things, right? So, yeah. The movie's good. Honestly, if they took Jennifer Love Hewitt out and Freddie Prinze Jr. out of it, it would probably be better. Because that's all you wait for is just their cameos. So it kind of like ruins the entire time, that the entire story or the entire movie for you, because you're just kind of waiting to see what parts they have, as opposed to these shining ass kids. The fucking, what was her name? Danica?
That Madeline Klein's character was named Danica.
She was funny.
Awesome.
Like, she is the best part of the whole movie.
She's
aside
funny.
from like that dream sequence. Like, she carries the entire movie, and I love that.
I liked her, and I liked Gabriette.
It was kind of like
the podcaster.
They tried again, kind of like what they did with Brandy's character, but they like kind of lengthened her life span throughout the movie, so she never disappears or never goes away. She's through it the entire time.
Well, what they're going to do now is give us another movie, and they're going to have Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy, and then they're going to have these two other girls. They're going to have Chase Suey Wonders and then Madeline Klein, and it's going to be them trying to figure out who's.
And see, and if Ben Willis would not
after
have,
them.
if he wouldn't have chopped up his wife, I would have suggested it's going to be Sarah Willis coming back for revenge.
Yeah, but she's in pieces in the ground.
She's in pieces in the ground. So it's not Sarah Willis.
God.
Okay.
Okay.
So who can it be? Who can it be? An affair in the Bahamas?
I mean, fuck, dude. Oh, yeah, the guy that she had an affair with, maybe?
Yeah. Something.
All right, let's do the people under the stairs.
Jesus.
The people under the stairs.
So I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, directed by Danny Cannon and written by Trey Calloway. It stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Muse Watson, while Brandy, Mekhi Phifer, Bill Cobbs, Matthew Settle, Jennifer Esposito, Jack Black, Jeffrey Combs, and John Hacks also star in ISKYDLS.
Oh, you did it. Wait,
WYLDS.
maybe you didn't do it.
No, I cleaned it up.
I want to point out a couple of the director's credits. which include Judge Dredd, starring Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, the Dredd.
And more recently, Geostorm.
Oh, I don't know why that reminded me of Hulk Hogan, the
which
voice that I
stars
just did.
Gerard Butler. Wait, Hulk Hogan died.
Mm-hmm.
He sucks, but that sucks that he died. I really liked him when I was a kid. My grandma watched a lot of wrestling when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh, he was America's hero.
Yeah, I don't agree with him the last like however many years, but that sucks. And Ozzy Osbourne recently died, which is heartbreaking. Like that was a really big loss. And who else died? Michael Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show. It happens in threes. It always happens in fucking threes. It's terrible. But yeah, Danny Cannon is the director, and he also is huge in TV. He did a bunch of TV. He did Pennyworth and Gotham and CSI and Nikita. He did a bunch of stuff as far as television goes. And who's responsible for this insane, all over the place, scattered screenplay? You said his name was Trey Calloway.
Yes, sir.
He was an actor, apparently. He was in the 1983 movie The Outsiders.
Oh, really?
In an uncredited speaking role.
I love when actors go directors.
Well, this one's a writer.
Oh, I love when writers go directors.
He has a 911 connection. He has written for the Lone Star.
Oh, and Fox, the Texas version.
Yeah. He's written for that. And he's also written for CSI New York, Revolution, Station 19. I've heard so many good things about that show, Station 19.
I've never even heard of it.
I'm thinking of a different show. Maybe I think it's called Station 11 on HBO Max. Or are we just calling it HBO again? I forget.
I think so. Yeah, we went back to that, right?
I think so. Okay, so he wrote I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and is that his only like movie credit? Oh, that's
Probably.
nuts. All right.
It's okay.
According to Wikipedia, that's all he's got as far as film credits go. Okay. And then, so yeah, I mean, we got Jennifer Love returning. And at this point, Jennifer Love Hewitt was like much more of a rising star. I think she had already done Can't Hardly Wait. That got released just a few months prior to this. And she was still doing Party of Five. And I think we discussed that last week. And music was happening on top of this. So she had a single that came out with this film. It was featured on the album called How Do I Deal? Do you remember that song?
Oh my gosh, yes. And they even had a video.
How do I deal with you? How do I deal with me? It was her first charting single, and she had many songs prior
Bare
to
Naked.
this.
There was Bare Naked.
That came after this.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
that was a good song too. But How Do I Deal was number 59 on the Hot 100 and number 36 on the Top 40 mainstream. And you guys, that song was a fucking bop. It was all over the radio. I remember it very, very clearly. And I had this CD. I bought it specifically for this song. But do you know the best song on the album? I don't know if you know or not. It's by Bijou Phillips. It's called Plight.
No.
Oh my God. It's so good.
I ain't gonna lie, but no.
It is so good. But yeah, man, Jennifer Love Hewitt was a real big thing in the late 90s.
Yeah, she was. She was even doing Enrique Iglesias videos.
She dated him. I think she dated him for a second. She also dated John Mayer.
Yeah.
I think she was dating Carson Daly.
Yeah, she did date Carson Daly. You're right.
Man, oh man. Who else do we got? We had Brandy, and Brandy was famous for Moesha. She was also a singer. She had a lot of pop albums in the early to late 90s. Oh, name your favorite Brandy song.
Sitting Up in My Room.
I love Sitting Up in My Room.
It's my favorite because of the whole like rooftop view of the city. It always reminded me of like watching, the hillsides in Hollywood, like when you see the city of LA and the landscape. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's like my favorite thing to do.
I really like.
That's why when we would walk up there, I would always like just stare at those homes because I'm like, imagine the view at night, because it would always remind me of seeing rooftops for the Brandy video, like from the Brandy video.
Yeah, I always think of her with her like overalls, like her plaid overalls, her t-shirt, and her hat. Yeah. I think my favorite Brandy song, obviously, besides Have You Ever, is What About All About the Thing Now? What About All About?
And then we got the one with Monica.
Oh God, The Boy Is Mine. Everybody loves that song. It was never my favorite.
If you hear it now, I'm pretty sure it's a bop.
I wish I loved it. I wish I loved it. Everybody really loved that song. And then of course she was in the ABC Disney Whitney Houston produced version of Cinderella,
Yes,
and
it was.
it is just a perfect version of a movie. It's got the like multiracial cast. Her mom is like no.
Oh yeah.
The stepmom is Bernadette Peters, and then the queen is Whoopi Goldberg, and then the king is Jason. It's the guy from Seinfeld. I forget his name.
I know which one. The
I can't
chubby
think
guy.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's such a good one. Brandy's perfect. But in this, I couldn't stand her. We had already talked about it. I couldn't stand her when I was younger. But as of today, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of here for it. She's a highlight of the movie for me. But she's supposed to be the Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's supposed to be the replacement.
And that's okay. That's totally okay. I mean, we got Mekhi Phifer playing her boyfriend.
Oh, Mekhi Phifer.
Had he already been in that movie? Wasn't he with, I forgot, what's her name?
Are you going to say Dangerous Minds?
Yes.
No, he was not in Dangerous Minds. Are you saying that just because
Is that Michelle Pfeiffer? No, wasn't it him?
No.
Who is that?
He was in Soul Food.
Soul Food.
Soul Food is such a good movie.
Let me look at his movie list.
Soul Food is great. He was in Soul Food.
What was Soul Food?
He was in High School High, which is stupid. Soul Food is a wonderful movie. If you want a good drama, it's got Vanessa Williams. It has Vivica A. Fox. It's a really, really good movie. And it has Molly from Showgirls. Come on now. He was also in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I remember
the remake.
All that.
Yeah, he's been in a whole bunch of stuff.
Are you sure that wasn't
probably
him?
One of the more notable faces.
Who was in 8 Mile? Now I'm invested.
Yeah. This ain't no movie. There's no Mekhi Phifer.
Well, it is him, right?
Yeah, same guy.
Okay.
And then we have Muse Watson.
He was in Hell's Kitchen.
Bill Cobbs. Which one's Bill Cobbs? He died. I think he's dead. He was on 6 Feet Under. He died last year. He was 90 when he died, man.
Right.
He was a terrible character on 6 Feet Under. What a mean guy.
Yeah.
Not a nice guy.
Jennifer Esposito and Jack Black also. And I just cannot with Jack Black.
Jennifer Esposito was married to, what's that guy's name? Bradley Cooper.
Oh, wow.
At one point in life. And we can't forget Matthew Settle.
Yeah.
Matthew Settle plays Will.
Okay.
I don't know if you did you list him or not?
Yeah, I did.
He was in a movie called The In Crowd. I know, but I just like going through and seeing what else he might have been in before. He doesn't age either, by the way. Matthew Settle literally looks the same, and he's in his mid-50s at this point.
They sell their souls to the devil. That's why.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about any more of these people. Go ahead.
Okay. I can't believe we're still talking about this. So, cinematography by Vernon Layton, edited by Peck Pryor, music by John Frizzle. Which you like the music in this movie?
Love the movie. Huh? And you know what? This is a Gory Gaze alumni. Guess what other movie that he has done the music for that we've covered in the past? Around this time, actually. It was last summer that we talked about it. Just throw her name out there. Last July, August.
Give me a year. I don't know.
The movie came out in 97.
Oh, fuck.
It's an action-y type of movie.
No, it's not.
Something that like was totally off radar for us to talk about. Think Twister, but not.
What? Twister, but not?
Yeah. Like the opposite
Volcano.
of... Yeah.
Really?
It wasn't Volcano.
Oh. I was all proud drinking my water. Oh, yeah. I know movies.
What's the opposite of Volcano?
What's the opposite of Volcano? Water?
I guess he doesn't remember talking about Dante's Peak.
Isn't Dante's Peak a volcano? Why would that be the opposite?
Oh, I thought you meant the movie Volcano.
Oh, I see. I'm like, okay. Water?
He also did the music for Beavis and Butthead Do America and Office Space and Alien Resurrection.
Beautiful.
Go on.
Beautiful. It was release date November 13th, 1998.
Oh my God, I thought I was 13. I was only 12.
See, and why did they release right after Halloween as well? Like,
it's a fall movie. These are fall movies. I think the first one,
September.
The first one was October 17th, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? They want to hit the Christmas crowd, huh?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
like
Christmas crowd?
Like the fall break type of shit.
They know families are going to go on vacation. Okay. Yes, running time, we have 100 minutes, which I thought was way too long.
Well, just keep in mind that Halloween H2O is a good 75 minutes.
I'm like, I'm so mad at this movie. I just can't.
You are.
Okay, yes, and I think I'm the one that chose it. No, I didn't.
No, we just jumped on the I Know What You Did Last Summer or the IKW
Now,
YDLS train.
this movie was released in three different countries, starting in the United States, then Mexico and Germany, of course, because it flopped once. Let's try again. And then, but Mexico mainly because that's where they shot the movie in, and telling us that they're in the Bahamas, but it's really somewhere in Mexico.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's a Mexican beach.
Oh,
so they're really in a Mexican Riviera, like resort type.
I thought you were making that up.
No, that's why they released it in Mexico, because I was like, what connection does it have in Mexico and why? So yeah, the island that they shot in is supposed to be in Mexico.
Oh, terrific!
Which I'm like, why? We hardly like see an island.
Oh, so they actually shot in Mexico. To be clear, okay.
Yes,
sorry.
yes. Every shot you thought was the Bahamas is actually Mexico.
That's nuts.
So yeah, the release date. Okay, it received negative reviews and grossed $40 million domestically on a budget of $24 million worldwide.
Oh my God!
It earned $84 million, making it a certified box office success, and that was because of the 1, 2, 3 times after. It was followed by the two films, a direct-to-video standalone sequel. Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Honestly, I don't even want to watch that movie. I don't even remember it. I can't even tell you like who's in it because I don't even want to look for it.
Well, if this makes you feel any better, Renee was telling me the other night that she put it on and was watching it with her son, and I was like, I have faith, you can do it. And she didn't finish it. No, she told me the next day.
I don't think so.
Real quick, the place is called El Tecuan Marina Resort.
There you go.
It's in Costa Correas, Jalisco, Mexico.
Jalisco. Ay, ay, ay. Viva Mexico, cabrones.
God, it made a lot of money its opening weekend.
It did.
16,520,000.
And I'm pretty sure it's the release because of the whole November Thanksgiving crowd, starting to take off on vacation and family stuff.
That's nuts.
So that was smart. Plus, also, we don't have nothing to do between Halloween and Thanksgiving. So, yes. Where am I?
Yay.
Yes. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 10%.
Oh, I thought it was 9.
Which I think is way too high. Based on 61 reviews and an average rating of 3.5 out of 10, the site's critical consensus reads boring, predictable, and bereft of thrills or chills. Still, I Know What You Did Last Summer is exactly the kind of rehash that gives horror sequels a bad name. On the Metacritic, the film weighted an average score of 21 out of 100 based on 19 critics, indicating generally unfavorable reviews. And of course, I'm reading this out of the critical response that they have because there's no better way to put it than what is actually there. And it says 10% based. And that's like, wow, that's poor.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I think it's stupid, but I don't think it's that bad.
It's not the worst sequel you've ever seen. It's bad, but it's just not the worst.
Yeah.
You can sit through it like if it's actually its own first movie. It's just like the only thing that they actually got right in this whole entire movie is Jack Black's character as a person that doesn't even fit in the movie. The Rastafarian from the island, which he plays well, but it's like, where did he come from and why is he there?
But there's a word for that. It's misappropriation. Is that the word for it? Like,
is that what it is?
I think, well, yeah. Like, it's very inappropriate.
Yeah. Of course.
It's bad.
Yeah, like he's the character that he's portraying. Nowadays.
No.
Yes. Like nowadays. So yeah, that's the one thing is like Jack Black is a whole other movie on its own.
My gosh.
And I'm glad that he died quick. Oh my gosh, please just go. Every time he came on screen, I was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Like, I even told my sister I'm watching this movie, doing my homework for the podcast. And I was like, it stars Brandy and it has Jennifer Love again and Freddie Prinze. And it has Jack Black. And she's like, Jack Black's in it? She was so excited to just watch this movie because of Jack Black. And I really don't understand Jack Black fans.
People love him.
Yeah.
People love him. He sat behind me at a viewing of 40-Year-Old Virgin when that came out in theaters. And everyone laughed their asses off when that whole Jack Blackcock joke happened.
Yeah.
And it got silent for a minute. And then he went, and it was like a moment of pure laughter, and everyone turned around and saw that he was sitting there, and it was just like this scene.
And the funny thing is, the only Jack Black movie that I actually like is Shallow Hal.
Ew.
And that's the only movie that he regrets ever making or being in.
Ew, that's weird.
It really is weird. It's probably like his best one.
It's a very strange movie to regret making. It's not a terrible movie.
It's not a terrible movie at all, but like, yeah, I can understand.
If I was Gwyneth Paltrow, I could understand regretting that movie.
Oh, man.
I think we are finished with all that stuff. So we can talk a little bit about the production, because I had investigated a little bit and saw that Mike Mendez, I don't know if you remember or not, but when we were at Monsterpalooza a couple years ago, I had stopped and talked to this guy that had glasses, and he had spiky black hair, and he was with a woman. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I wanted to say hello again. His name was Mike Mendez, and he directed a movie called The Convent, and he at least pretended to remember me, and I was really excited about it. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And then the next time
we were pretending to?
Maybe. And the next time we were at Sunday Monsterpalooza, the same thing happened. Yeah. And I was like, hey, it's good to see you again. I don't know if you remember me. And he was like,
Steven?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was something exactly like that. According to Wikipedia, in 1997, Mike Mendez pitched a sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer that would see the return of the original stars, Freddie Prinze and Julie James, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they would be in a setting of a college setting. But that's not what happened, obviously, because we would end up with Danny Cannon, and he would be directing the film, and it would have nothing to do with Mike Mendez's idea. In March of 1998, Matthew Settle and Brandy joined the cast, and Jennifer Esposito would join a month later. They filmed in Los Angeles, and that was where the Boston University and nightclub scenes were filmed. And then, like you had said, all of the Mexico locations were the substitutions for the Bahama scenes. And they also used Mexico for the... oh my God, I can't talk.
Yes, you can. You can do it.
They also used outdoor locations in Jalisco, Mexico for the Bahama Docks, the cemetery, and the Southport Pier.
Jalisco.
Oh, and the highway scenes.
Oh,
sorry, I wasn't finished.
So highway scenes, so it wasn't Dead Man's Curve?
No, I always thought that was them trying to get over Dead Man's Curve.
And we're talking about Freddie Prinze driving the beginning part of the movie, right?
Yeah, with what's that guy's name? John Hawkes.
His best friend. And I have a question. Yeah, yes. I think it's the same thing.
We're going to say the same fucking thing.
Do you think in the new 2025 film, the girl that Ray is with, you know, the one that he takes care of, I promised your dad that I would take care of you. Is that his daughter now?
Let's go check real quick what her last name is.
Because it don't make no sense. And I'm talking about the girl that's working for that Cole team.
I think the actress's name is Sarah Pitchett. No, her name is Stevie Ward in the cast.
I mean, they could have tied that up, right?
I think that would have been kind of cool.
Like, because the friend died and they were best friends on the...
I mean, in that particular scene, they were best friends, right?
As fishermen's, yes.
Fisherman best friends.
Fishermensies.
And yeah, we're talking about... Oh, well, you know, it just says Dave. It just says Dave, Ray's dock worker. It doesn't say what his last name was. So it very well could have been. They never really... And that would have been something that would have been nice if they explained, yeah?
Yeah. If they would have tied that up, that would have been great. I wouldn't have had this question.
You are actually correct. One little last thing about some production stuff. There was a 2018 interview with the writer of this film, Trey Calloway, and he said that he was asked by people at Mandalay Pictures if he was interested in writing this movie. And since he was a fan of the original I Know What You Did Last Summer,
Do you save those fuck-ups for me?
Since he was a fan of the original IKWY DLS, he said yes, and he told him what he wanted it to be about, and he was hired. If I was anyone at Mandalay Pictures, I would have been like, no, next. But in order to capitalize on the success of the first film, the studio was very much eager to get the production underway, with filming starting around 6 months after Calloway sold the pitch of the movie, which is something I think I said earlier already. Mandalay had also hired another writer named Stephen Gagin or Gagan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
We like Gagin.
But he is a writer who had wrote the film Traffic, directed by Steven Soderbergh. I like Gagin as well, by the way. But they had hired him to write a different version of the screenplay, which was reportedly set in New Orleans. Can you imagine the sequel being set in New Orleans instead.
We'd be watching The Skeleton Key.
It would have been better. But The Skeleton Key was fine.
The Skeleton Key is fine.
I love Jennifer Love
to your kids. I love that movie. I showed you that movie, but I think you fell asleep.
No, I actually finished it. That was when I did finish. I could tell you about The Skeleton Key. We should talk about The Skeleton Key.
I just wish she would go back to acting and stop her singing.
Who?
What's her name?
Oh, Kate Hudson. You don't even like Kate Hudson.
I love Kate Hudson as an actress.
Since when?
I like Bride Wars. I like her in The Skeleton
gone on record
Key.
so often saying
I
how
don't
much
like her
you don't
singing.
like her.
I don't understand that.
I don't
understand that whole
either
singing
way.
thing.
It doesn't
it's great.
Either way.
Props to her, but the girl has concerts.
I like
And
her.
we're talking about J-Lo. This is like the white version of J-Lo.
Fine.
Yeah.
But
we're eating it up.
First off, no. Actually, it took me a second to process what you were saying. I prefer Kate Hudson.
Because she's the white version. But if you're Latino and you do that, you're going to be like, well, Jennifer Lopez, of course.
Okay, as I was saying, they eventually chose Trey Calloway's script over Stephen Gaggen's. But in promotional trailers, Gaggen was listed as screenwriter.
Oh, that was tough for you.
That was tough. God. Oh, also on Wikipedia, which is where we're getting all this information, by the way, it says that there was a paperback edition of the screenplay that was published in 1998. I used to have that.
Really?
And in my notes, there's a part where I had written down, I was like, I think I had a book of this. I don't know if I'm making this up or not. And I'll reread the note when I get there. I guess I'll save it when I get there. Never mind.
Get away from her. Don't touch her. She has a toy. She thinks she's being Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Nina is Jurassic Parking on us right now.
Our pug has a new toy and she's showing it off.
All right, guys. Well, I guess it's about time to just start slashing up and bleeding out this movie. Because it's a movie. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's get on the boat to the Bahamas.
Should we learn geography?
Why?
Should we just not be trusting the back of coffee bags for our answers on capitals to countries?
Yeah.
Can we learn
Isn't not Rio?
geography? What?
Is it not Rio de Janeiro?
Oh, God. I think you said, is it not real? I was like, oh, no, he didn't watch the movie again.
Well, what is the capital of Brazil?
Brasilia.
Brasilia? There's no such thing.
I still know what you did last summer goes like this.
Mark in the morning for Magic 96.7 Radio.
Oh my God!
Yes. Just one magic. Yes. Quick, get away.
After what happened last summer,
We are going to the Bahamas.
nobody deserves a vacation more than Julie James.
We have arrived in paradise.
And here, miles from civilization,
To a great weekend.
To a great weekend for
she's finally gotten away from it all.
I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made Julie the key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Don't know the lyrics. Hold on. He did something to the screen. It said, "What are you talking about?"
But she can never escape her past.
It's happening again.
What?
Because there are some secrets
There was a body in there. Cool. I am not going crazy. He's here.
Who is here?
and there are some fears
Hey, Julie, you see any dead bodies out there?
2 summers ago, we hit Ben Willis with our car, and then we threw his body in the water. Can you not tell me the whole story? I'm your best friend.
that will haunt her forever.
I want off this island.
That's not possible.
This time,
We're all gonna die! He's gonna kill us one by one!
there's no getting away.
Come on!
Let it go!
If you want me back, come and get me! I'm right here!
He's out there.
I still know what you did last summer. Get hooked again. Get hooked again this summer on DVD.
What is going on? Okay, so quick before we roll on, we just a little fact check for the writers and the killer itself. So
what the fuck?
no, wait, I found something,
Okay.
and it says in reality, Brazil has only had 3 official capitals each one relating to a distinct phase in its social and cultural history. One of them being Salvador de Bahia was the early colonial capital. Rio de Janeiro became the capital of colonial Brazil. So during a time before the 1960s, I think then it got changed into Brasilia. But Julie James was not wrong. She didn't get the answer wrong.
So you're telling me that they've had this bag of coffee in their cupboard since 1965?
It's the only way that she could have got the answer Rio de Janeiro in the coffee bag itself, because it should have said Brasilia after the 1960s.
She could have just saw Brasilia and just ran with it.
She could have, maybe.
But either way, it's a setup. Spoiler,
it's a setup, but
she could have said Canada, and he would have been like, oh,
"You're
that's
right.
correct." Yeah.
You're going to Mexico, Bahamas.
So, but in retrospect, she was not wrong. Is what you're saying.
No, she's not. She wasn't wrong.
Rio de Janeiro, or however you say it. I said it like a Frenchman.
Rio de Janeiro
is still or was a capital of Brazil at one point in time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
yes.
cool.
Before the 1960s.
I love it. Okay, guys. So I Still Know What You Did Last Summer starts off with all the important sound bites that we already talked about. The best ones, I think, from the first movie, including Sarah Michelle's iconic screaming. Another iconic line, which is, which one, Alex? What are you waiting for, huh?
It's so good. Honestly, this whole little soundbite is great. I want this for myself, and I want to play it during Halloween while the trick-or-treaters are coming up to the porch.
In our little graveyard.
In our little graveyard with our fog.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And then you also get the fisherman saying, blah, 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 make sure he's really dead.
Yeah, and it doesn't even sound like him at all. They literally absolutely altered the voice.
It's just you never needed to see the face.
No, I wish that was literally the only thing that went wrong with part one was us seeing Ben Willis.
Right? I think so too. Anyway, whatever. And then we are in a church. And I think we already talked about this, but for plot's sake, also, we're going to spoil it now and tell you that this is a dream sequence, but it's fine. And I really like Jennifer Love Hewitt's acting here.
When she wakes up screaming?
Well, no, just we're skipping ahead already, but no, in the church sequence, in the dream sequence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the music is really beautiful, and it's shot well, and I think she looks 10 times more mature than she did in the first movie. You can tell she's gone through some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just from looking at her eyes. And I think that she has really settled into her skin. I think I already said that too. Anyway, yeah. We learned that Julie James has still kept this secret this whole time. She's spilling a lot to this priest in the dream. It's really here just for exposition. It's really here just so we can get the idea that she is still living with the secret.
Yeah.
That's all.
And it's scary.
It's okay. It's fine. He bursts through the little window thing. What do you call that? The pew window?
The confessional.
Yeah, that
window.
Because that's where she is. She's in the confessional. He bursts through it with his hook after he says, "I know what you did last summer."
Yeah,
and that's
we all jump.
Oh, yeah,
and then we get our title.
No, the title already happened. The title should have happened there.
Yeah, really.
And that's when Julie wakes up screaming in her political science class, very much like Heather Langenkamp would in A Nightmare on Elm Street. That's one thing I noticed that this movie does a lot. It does a lot of things that a lot of horror sequels does.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yep. Right down to some of the same deaths.
A lot of recycled material. And it also feels like just get us through the movie is what they're trying to do, just to get to the point where you had brought up earlier, where the whole will thing. You think they only wrote this movie just so that they can use the line where there's a will, there's a way?
Exactly. Yeah. It's so funny. Speaking of Will, Will is her classmate, played by Matthew Settle, and he follows her out of class very willfully.
Oh, gosh.
And there's a beautiful theme that goes with them as well, and it's conveniently titled Julie's Theme. And that was also on the soundtrack, by the way.
Goodness.
And we learned that Julie's been dreaming. The end sequence of the last movie was also a dream. I think I said that. And there's lots of dreams here. She freaks out a lot. She doesn't sleep. She's still screaming over everything. And it's also the anniversary. It's been a year since the events of last year. What do we think of the Will and Julie chemistry?
It's a little annoying. It's too lovey, and I think Ray. What did you say, Will?
Will.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. Like it's too quick. Like what happened to Ray?
I mean, he's around.
No.
I guess.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I mean, Ray shows up. He shows up
Yeah.
just a moment later because Julie lives off campus, I guess, or like right off campus because the college seems to be right across the street. And Ray shows up and he looks a lot younger, you said.
Yeah, he looks like a baby in part 2.
He looks like nothing even happened to him in the first movie. He's experienced no trauma. And he's jealous and untherapized.
Mm-hmm.
He wants her to go back to Southport to enjoy the festivities, but she isn't ready. And rightfully so. The fact that he is ready and like wants her to go back with him is kind of scary and weird. And I don't really understand how they do end up married in the future.
Yeah, that is
spoiler for the new movie. I do wish that they explored the trauma stuff for Julie more because there's a lot here that they could have done something with, you know?
Yeah, like it was too easy to convince her to go to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Like, why would she want to get on a boat when that's what happened I mean, the final scene of the last movie was literally her almost getting killed on a boat.
Why would she want to travel at all?
Yeah.
You know, and why doesn't Ray want to stay? Like, why wouldn't Ray want to stay with her where it's seemingly safe? Like, I don't feel like anybody's safe, really, and that they don't trust the environment as a whole. You know what I mean? It's just terrible writing. None of it really makes any sense. That's what I mean. I do like when she says, "I'm scared, that's all." I like that.
I miss you.
I like that stuff. I think Julie is given some good stuff to work with. And like I had said, I do think she has settled a little bit more in her skin in this one. And I like that she carries Mace. Her off-campus apartment is nuts, dude. It's way too big.
Yeah, honestly, she never even had money.
Like, what does she do?
I don't know.
What does she do?
A single mother.
I know she's taking political science. I know that she got a scholarship to become a lawyer.
And I know her grades were failing the first year.
So what's going on here? And can we also explain why production never can seem to get photos that make sense for picture frames? Why are they always taking pictures from
like clips of the movie
stock
and we're like,
photos?
Did that even happen in the movie?
Come on, like the Helen on the float photo that she has on her nightstand
in the part 1.
Yeah. Like, why is that the photo?
This part is them on the little like pier part, right, where it's like Julie.
That's the one from the new movie.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And we both just laughed. They were like, what the fuck is this? So Julie falls asleep and then she wakes up at night to someone maybe breaking into her apartment, but it's actually her roommate, Carla, played by Brandy. And this is only to show how unhinged and scared she has become and to show us she sleeps with butcher knives in her bedside drawer. It's interesting that her light bulb bursts when she tries to turn on the light. This scene is stupid and fun, though, and I love how paranoid she is and how there's still like a figure looming behind her. And it brings this, I think this is the only scene I can think of that brings back the blue tones from the original in a really brief, but good way.
Yeah, you're right.
We're introduced to Carla, and she's fine, but it's, in my opinion, the cliche token black girl type of stuff. Like, it really is. Again, it's one of those things where I just wish we had more background on her and what she's doing in school. You know, outside of the fact that she works at some noisy ass nightclub.
Or again, if the roommate from part 1 would have been Carla.
I think that was the idea, right?
But it's not the same name, right?
It's not that. I think her name was Deb.
But see, that's like comparing Ray's new friend from the new movie to, the old
why
movie,
couldn't they have just named her Deb?
Yeah.
Because it would have made more sense. It's just lazy ass screenwriting.
Yep.
And it just is the same thing that they.
Because Carla's not going to invite her to the Bahamas. She's going to call her friends from wherever they're from. Yo, girl, what's up?
Yeah, I ain't inviting this white girl that annoys me and tries to stab me in the middle of the night with butcher knives and wakes up screaming all the time. I ain't inviting Laurie Strode.
And I'm wearing her clothes.
I'm stealing her clothes.
Yeah.
She steals her clothes while she's sleeping.
That's the truth. This is the real story. That's the story I would have liked.
Like I said, I wish we had more background on her.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish she would have got away with stealing the shirt.
Yep.
I do like her.
And the way she's still holding the knife at her after she's like found out who it is in their closet,
Yeah.
she's still like pointing the knife straight at her. Like,
I love it. She's like, I am ready to die for this shirt. I do like that Julie does go to the club. And I do like that she does comply with whatever Carla says. Like the relationship they have is believable. And I like whenever she does say no, that Carla's always like, what'd I say?
Mm-hmm.
I like that stuff. Their dynamic is really cute.
But see, that's what Deb did to her in part 1 as well. Like, you're going to get your pasty ass out, and you're going to put up a bikini and go to the beach or whatever.
It's
get
very
some
much
sun
the
on your
same
skin.
thing. And that's what I mean. It's kind of cliche,
So
right?
give us the same person.
Yeah.
Also,
Or you should have made that Brandy in the first movie.
Yes, exactly.
Where was Brandy? She was
Exactly.
just as popular. Moesha was still on, I think.
yeah, really. But yeah, also this whole part of the club thing to me is very Scream 2, like opening.
Okay.
Like it feels very Scream 2 opening.
I can
And
respect
it had nothing
that.
to do with the like writer or directors, but it's like it feels very like screamy
That's a compliment to Scream
Yeah,
2.
honestly.
No. I mean, that's a
Like,
compliment to this.
to this movie.
I beg
Yeah.
my own pardon.
Yeah.
Should we discuss horny Mekhi Phifer
Yeah, let's do it.
and just how horny he is?
Well, was he one of that P. Diddy club?
Oh my God.
Was he in the P. Diddy clan?
We do not think he was.
Let's Google. Let's find something on him.
I don't
But he was in that
think
Michelle
that's the
Pfeiffer movie,
case.
right?
He was not in Dangerous Minds, for the love of God. And yes, it was Coolio in the music video. I used to have that cassette tape. Living in a gangsta's pack. I used to love that song. Fun fact, I know that whole song by heart.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think that his character kind of reminds me of you because he's just horny all the time.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I like when he is like forced to ask Julie to dance. And Julie's like, no, you don't want me to. I do.
Oh my gosh, I
people
love
thing.
that shit. And it's true. Like she snaps her fingers
I
and
do
we
the
do this thing with her mouth thing.
The white people dancing. Yeah, that's a real thing because that's me.
It's true. No
That is
rhythm at
me
all.
when I
Like, yo,
dance.
folks don't have no rhythm in the hips at all. That's why you guys need a Latino
It's so funny.
in your life.
It's very true.
Teach you some
Because
rhythm
we
in
ain't
the
got
hips.
no motherfucking rhythm.
Mm-mm.
We pretend.
You don't. You do that shit. That
It's
Julie shit.
so true.
But you know what? Like it's the Carl.
The
what is it?
Carlton.
The Carlton. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't got no rhythm either.
You ain't got no rhythm either.
That's the whole funny thing about it. Carla has invited Will, of course, even though Julie has made it very clear she doesn't want much to do with him in that way. And while he's waiting in line to get her a drink, she sees the fisherman standing on one of the balconies upstairs, and she goes up to confront him. Yeah, it's that onslaught of music.
And this is giving us memory of what Sarah Michelle saw when what's his name was getting killed.
During the
Barry was getting killed.
It more so reminded me of when she's on the croaker float and she sees him up in the balcony.
Yeah, even then.
But
Yeah,
I can
you're
also
correct.
get the vibe of when she's seen Barry getting killed. It's kind of a combo.
Yours is better.
It's not about either way. It's silly because why would she be seeing this in a nightclub? Like,
Yeah.
is she so fucked up to where she can't even like be in a nightclub?
Then why wouldn't this happen at home alone?
So right.
Yeah.
So
Like-
why would she? And B, why would she?
Why wouldn't it?
But of course, she's imagining it. He's not even there. But he is. He's right behind her.
And why would the security let a guy with a hook and a fisherman's cloak come into the club?
Then why not?
Oh, come on. That's
It's
a little
Fisherman
sus.
Friday.
Okay.
I kind of actually
I'll
like
take
this
it,
part.
yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah. They're probably just letting any tourists come in and
She's
pay
just a
money.
mess. She's a white mess.
She's a mess in a dress.
She turns, and it's not him, of course. It's Will. He's there with a drink, and she bails and goes home. What do we think so far?
Very Scream too.
Very,
Very Scream. Honestly, like all I see is like all I hear is like the ring of like the Scream stuff.
I cannot wait to watch Scream 2 to cleanse my palate.
Yeah.
After this,
Oh, speaking of, we already talked.
did we talk about the sushi?
You were talking, yeah.
I don't even
but
remember.
I kept on eating ginger
It
just to
feels
cleanse my
so
palate.
far away.
My palate.
Did we actually talk about sushi?
We did. Remember I called it Roku?
Oh my God, you're right.
Anyways, back to the movie, guys. Reel it in like a fisherman. Reel it in.
This is the beginning of putting Jennifer Love Hewitt in her underwear. And don't worry for all those. I mean, I bet there's at least one straight guy that's listening to this podcast.
Didn't it end like that in part 1?
Yeah.
She was in her underwear?
Yeah.
No.
It was in a towel with her cleavage heavily exposed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't there one where she climbs in bed? Is this it?
Oh
no. She sees Ray brushing his teeth, right? And then
that's at the end of the movie, but she's not like in her underwear.
Right,
but what I was saying is that she will be in her underwear again, so there's no need to fear.
Okay.
There's a bit where Carla is drying her shoes in the dryer, and Julie doesn't approve of it, but it's a foreshadowing thing, and you know that something's going to pop up with the dryer later. So just put that in your back pocket.
No, they stole it from part 1 just to keep us going. Because see, like the whole like club thing, when she looks up at him is like you said, it's Sarah looking up at the float. When you hear that stuff rumbling in the dryer, it's the same noise that they wanted to give us when Julie found the crabs in her car with Max in it.
Oh,
so
maybe
it's kind of like to keep the audience, seated and like in tune with what they already had and what's relative to them to keep them going.
I'll take that. That's fine. So then this is where things get interesting. They get a phone call from Mark in the morning from the radio station. And this is the local radio station. He quizzes them on geography of all things. And this is to win a trip to the Bahamas. All they have to do is answer what the capital of Brazil is. Julie randomly finds a bag of coffee in the cupboard. And on the back of this bag of coffee, she sees the name Rio de Janeiro, which is apparently a capital of Brazil at one point in time. So she's not wrong. And he accepts this answer. Mark says, "Oh, did you say Rio?" And Carla says, "No, yes." And they have 4 tickets to the Bahamas, baby. They're going to the Bahamas for the 4th of July weekend, and it's all free.
Another weird thing about the movie, if they would have started with like, this is DJ Kong, like blah, 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 like introduction of the DJ from the radio station, then it would have made sense that they actually do listen to the radio station. Like all of a sudden you get a phone call and it's just a radio station that is not even playing throughout the movie.
I feel like they're at least familiar with the radio station, but they're not familiar with him.
It feels like it, but like that's what they want us to believe. But it's like, I don't know, it just would have been like more.
It would have been like maybe Julie could have gone to bed listening to that radio station.
Something.
Like she could have fallen asleep to that. Or maybe that could have been Will's personality, because you know how there are characters in movies
like
that
school radio
are a radio DJ and they have like a fake name. When I worked at a radio station, I had to have a fake name. You know what I mean? Like you have a radio DJ personality.
You have a DJ name.
So maybe that was his. That would have been cool. We should have had an explanation for that.
Yeah. See, like that would have been like this, because the campus has a radio, like, so give us all that shit.
And they don't say anything about it being an on-campus radio station, do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, see, that's annoying.
Like it's just the phone rings, it's a radio calling you.
That's annoying.
That's like questionable.
I wish that they would have explained that better, because that would have been a little bit. And like I know that there are some people out there and they'd be like, we didn't need it, but like, hey, we could have used it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
more background.
Exactly. Back in Southport, Julie calls Ray and invites him to the Bahamas.
Ew.
And he declines because he's a piece of shit and will probably try to kill her 30 years from now.
Carla says, you have to sell him to Bahamas?
I know. It's so stupid. And Julie and Carla have a really good moment here. I really like it. And Ray is so annoying. And if I knew now what I knew, or didn't know rather, then.
What is the cult? That little culty name the cult that in the new movie he joined?
The Fisherman cult?
No, there's like a name for that whole Ben cult.
The Ben Willis cult?
It's like the something. I'm gonna get that name,
I have
but
no
like
idea
before
what
we
you're
end, I'm gonna
talking
get that name. But literally, okay, sorry, my interruptions with me and my stupid questions.
No, I like it. I just want to know the answer.
It's the name of the damn cult.
Either way, if I were Julie, I would have given up on Ray a long time ago.
I think she did. Well, they seem because why is
there's a lot of back and forth.
Why is Will there?
Because Carla keeps bringing him around.
Go away.
I know. If I had a friend like Carla that was just
fucking right man hand,
because Sarah Michelle Gellar's character Helen was a shitty wingman for Julie in the first movie, and I don't think that Carla genuinely has the best interest as far as her love life goes. I don't think that she really cares about Julie in that sense. I don't know, but I'm also not as invested in that department either. Anyway, I love John Hawkes. I love Ray's friend, even if they're gay for each other. I think, have we mentioned Martha, Marcy, May, Marcy, May, Marlene in the past?
I love when fuck up names. No, we haven't.
John Hawkes is in that movie, and he's so good. And he's also he's a student from the acting class that I used to go to.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, from back in the day. He was like way before I used to go, but apparently he was an alumni and used to write monologues on the back of all of the scenes that he would perform in and perform them after class and stuff. Yeah. Here he is. He's an Academy Award nominee now, but you got to start somewhere. So this is where I also thought there was a Dead Man Curve moment.
It looks nothing like it, honestly, but the
I always
coloring,
thought that
only
it was.
the coloring in the moment, of
It's
course.
very similar to the moment that we get in the first movie where they hit where they hit Ben. But Ray has invited Dave to go with him to go to Southport to surprise Julie because he has decided that he is going to go to the Bahamas and he's also going to propose to Julie. And while they're driving there, they discover a car on the road and what looks like is possibly a dead person in the street or at least someone that's injured. And Ray is stupid enough to go check it out, which today it had me yelling at the screen. Yes. I was like, come on, what is happening here? Like, I don't care how much younger you look in this movie. You are actually mentally stunted. Something's going on here, stupid. And also, there's nothing suspenseful about this.
It's a killer.
Because you know that this is just not the right thing to do and that you're also the killer. And I love how every time we cut back to Dave, he's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, shit. But it is spooky that when he takes the mask or the hood off of the thing on the ground, that it's like a Helen Shivers department store mannequin.
Yeah.
I wish that, I mean,
do like that a lot.
I like that a lot too. I could take 10 more mannequins in this movie. I don't know what I was going to wish for.
It's probably the scariest part of part one anyways, those whole mannequins, and they gave it to us again.
Ooh, it's such a good scene in the new one. I like that a lot. So the fisherman appears door side and hooks Dave at a rather impossible angle right through the mouth, gets in the car and chases Ray down in the truck, much like he did Barry in the first film. And then a semi rears around the corner and they all play chicken and Ray tumbles down a hill. Okay.
Bye.
It's fine. Whatever. Again, there's no suspense to it. It's just there. It's just a scene. Next morning, Carla and Julie are waiting for Ray, but of course he isn't there because of what just happened. I like when Carla says, I don't want to be the one to say I told you so. And Julie says, then don't.
Yeah. How are you guys friends?
Carla has secretly invited Will, even though they were still waiting for Ray. Like, what would have happened if Ray showed up as well?
You know what?
What would have happened?
He can go back to where he came from because he was invited and he said no.
Well, would you be mad?
Yes, I would. If I was Ray or if I was Julie, be mad.
No, if you were Julie.
I would be pissed.
I'd be mad.
I invited you. What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be mad.
Showing up like that. What the fuck's wrong with you? With your clear backpack and your fucking weekender ready to go. Are you kidding me?
Where there's a wheel, there's a way.
Get out of here.
But I do love the line, we're going to the Bahamas. We're going to the Bahamas. Whatever, however she says it. I like it. It's in the trailer.
And if you caught it in the new movie, they kind of have a little moment for this.
Do they?
Yeah.
I know they mentioned the Bahamas. And then
Freddie's like, you don't want to go there.
something.
Trust me. Like, there's some...
Yeah, he says, for reasons we're not going to get into. Yeah. We're not going to talk about that or some shit.
So I found the name of the group that Ray and Stevie belonged to. That was that culty group. The name is The Pact.
The what are you even talking about? I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, that's remember they had like a cult going on for like Ben's like following and like everything that happened. Like they made this group.
Oh,
it's named The Pact.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Stevie, yeah. So it means that the pact is something that they keep a secret, like what the town went through.
Nuts. I don't remember that at all,
yeah,
dude.
they explain it.
That's so fucking nuts. We'll have to watch it
yeah.
again because we're supposed to talk about it at one point.
Yeah. Okay, sorry to interrupt you with all my
No, that's
nonsense
okay.
again.
I love it. On the airplane, Will is having a hard time, and there's a little bit of comedy relief, which I also like, but this is the first time I ever really caught it as foreshadowing, because there's a moment where Julie says, think of a happy moment from your childhood. And Will says, what if I don't have anything happy from my childhood?
Ew.
Because he doesn't.
No,
Like,
not with
given-
that type of dad. It's because being a fisherman with that whole icy thing, was he ever really a fisherman, you think? Or Ben was just killing people and digging them up in the Bahamas?
Ben worked on the resort, and then the stuff with his mom happened when he was probably really young. I mean, according to the headstone that they come across later, I think it read that she died in 1980, I think. But yeah, so he did not have a happy childhood. And this is where we get the Titanic reference, because they end up on a boat, and then we get some fun edits with some folks just can't fly, some folks just can't sail. That stuff's a lot of fun. I like
And it
that
was
stuff.
almost the same year that it came out.
Titanic?
How weird. Why?
It's a little silly, but that means that these movies are self-aware, that these are more kids that watch movies.
Was it in the trailer?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, we just heard the trailer, didn't we? I don't think it was.
No.
I don't
would've
think
been
it
like,
was.
I'm the king of the world.
Only way on and off this island is by boat, by the way. And this is something that is not uncommon in places like Juneau.
Like Southport.
It's really horrifying. Is that true?
Yeah, you only have a one-way in, one-way out. It's only a one-way road in and one-way road out.
Dead Man's Curve
Yeah.
included.
Mm-hmm. That's
That-
part of it.
Is super fucking scary. Is the island called Tower Bay that they're going to?
I don't know.
Is that the name of the island? I don't remember. Whatever. It's real pretty though.
It is.
And I love that all the dockhands have fake Jamaican accents, except Jack Black.
Okay. Honestly,
So
except for the
stupid.
white man.
And this is where we find out that the season is almost over, and the last boat is departing at 6 p.m. that same day that they are all arriving. So we have 4 people coming in to stay for the weekend while everybody else is leaving.
This is where everything makes sense. All those questions you had in the beginning are now being answered by them saying, well, the housekeeper's still here and the boat hands, or what do they call the deck hands?
The dockhands.
The dock hands, they're still here because this is literally the last night, the end weekend, the final of the season.
And I think the dockhands are leaving. And I think that they're only going to have the bartender, the manager, the hotel manager, I mean, and I think the old man, the old guy that works there, Estes.
Yeah, but it seems like they were going to stay there
And
just
maybe
to close
Titus.
down and not expecting anybody to show up. Because
Except
they
the
had no
contest
clue.
winners.
Well, they really had no clue of who the hell they were anyways.
And
You
this is another part that I have some questions about. So we're introduced to Jack Black, who plays Titus, and he's just filler. It doesn't work for me, at least. I think it's just so stupid. I don't like. He must have known the director. I have no idea how else it just made its way into the script. It's just so
It's
silly.
just- it makes no sense because supposedly this hotel's going off season already. The manager's like, who are you people? Like, what contest? You know, like he had no idea that nobody had booked, that nobody was there.
No. He says they're the contest winners.
The manager?
The manager does. He does. No, he definitely says they're the
That's how much
contest
attention I
winners.
paid.
And that's why I had questions, because I just don't understand why he would know that they're contest winners and they would be there. That means that they would be there on someone else's dime. That means that Will paid for it, or that means that Ben paid for it. That means that someone paid for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a contest winning thing. So the hotel's in on it in some way, like at least under the impression that they're there as contest winners. So like, I'm just confused if there was even a contest or not. Like,
Because to me, it makes sense what you're saying, but then it also,
I don't even feel like I made sense. So thank you.
I don't even know. Like, I'm just
I
like,
love that you don't even know that he's the manager.
no, I know he's the manager. I don't remember him saying I thought it was Brandy that said we're the contest winners or something. Like, I thought it was part of their group that had mentioned like we're the contest winners or something.
Oh no, he specifically said, like, he looks down at a book and he goes, "Oh, it's our contest winners."
So he might have got paid for that. He probably wasn't even a manager there.
I just don't understand why they skim over such stuff that I feel like we need. You know, I feel like there's some stuff that they could have given us like that. That would have made me feel a little bit better storyline wise. But what does make me feel better is knowing that Judy Garland stayed here.
Judy Garland is here.
No, in the hotel.
Yeah, they did mention that.
What up, gays?
Judy Garland stayed here.
So we are given keys to room 201 and 202, which are the honeymoon suites. And of course, there are iffy feelings about the honeymoon suites because everybody that talks about the honeymoon suites, or I mean, the people that are left over staying for the weekend, seem to be creeped out at the fact that they are staying in the honeymoon suites. Mm-hmm. There is an off-season staff of 5, by the way. So there is 5 total people otherwise that are going to be on the island.
That are just there to close up the hotel, I'm sure, for the season, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Ty, Mekhi Phifer's character, seems to be really upset that they have the hotel to themselves. Like, everybody kind of seems bummed out that they're alone. Like, I feel like I would be happy if I was alone on an island during a hurricane.
I think I would too, but the majority of things would be closed and it would be like kind of lonely, like too lonely to where you like, what do we do? When we
Maybe it would be dangerous too.
Or go to a restaurant or something.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be a bummer.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Okay. We're introduced to the staff hand, Estes, who is one of the 5 people that are on staff, and he's old and seems to know a lot more just by introduction. He also has a line that provides a little bit of foreshadowing, at least for me. He says to Will, you something or other before you were a gleam in your father's eye. Gleam, like a hook gleam. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny.
I get it.
So other where in the world, somewhere else, Ray is in the hospital and he is, I guess, in a coma. We're not sure. The doctors are aware of his story. He says that he was attacked, his friend is killed, blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize that the car at what I thought was Dead Man's Curve was a BMW.
The one that he's driving?
The one that was parked in the middle of the road, that there was the mannequin, like much like Barry's car.
Oh,
it was a BMW.
You're right.
Anyway, Ray escapes out the window. And over in the Bahamas, the 4 hit up the bar where bartender Jennifer Esposito, who is Nancy, is our bartender, and red herring from the start, makes everybody a wonderful dark and stormy drink. And this is where the famous karaoke scene happens that makes absolutely no sense, but goes back to my paranoid theories of Jennifer Love Hewitt just being a paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do we think when she does the whole karaoke bit? Because it's fine, and I like that she's singing and having a good time, and that's fine. And it's when the lyrics change, do you think that's in her head?
She gets a little cocky with the mic. You know, like, oh, you mean like the whole, sorry.
Oh, you mean when she starts singing?
Yeah.
She does think that she's a little bit better
with what you were asking me.
Than she is. But no, but the I still know part, when it says I still know on the screen, do you think that's in her head or that someone actually changed the words? Because that's impossible. Like, how can someone break into the song catalog?
The screen goes off after, you know, like that happens. Like it goes black.
And the song stops.
And then we have Nancy, the bartender.
And she books it.
She gives us that weird look, you know.
And she
like,
leaves.
everybody's a singer, and then like she walks away. And
I love
she
that
like
one.
leaves. So that kind of like lets us think like, was that Nancy? Is she involved?
Everyone's a goddamn singer.
Yeah. Is it Nancy? Was she the one that fucked up the words? Like, what happened?
And why would she?
Well, because Ben paid her. Or because we're gonna find out that she's the younger sister or somebody's
maybe she's
relative.
Layla.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Layla, Lila, whoever. I do love that she's singing I Will Survive.
That's kind of cheesy.
It's a little on the nose, huh?
It's kind of cheesy.
Anyway, it's not my favorite part of the movie.
Not really.
But yeah, like we said, it does solidify Nancy as a red herring and eliminates absolutely everyone else.
I do like that she's... sorry.
No, go ahead.
How she's singing at will is like probably my favorite part of this part because
like
she's kind of like...
dancing?
Yeah, but like kind of like not going to happen, you know?
Kind of, huh? Oh, poor Will. Julie flees the scene, just like good old Julie does. She does a lot of fleeing.
You better run, Julie.
She goes back to her room and finds a note. No.
A note.
Someone enters the room behind her, and they want you to think that it's probably something like the fisherman, but it's not. It's Will. And he has brought champagne and roses. And this is just a jump scare. And she screams and he breaks said glasses and champagne and the roses fall to the ground. And he's sad and offended. So he leaves because he just wanted to surprise her. And that's what the note says, by the way. It says surprise. Surprise. It's just sad. Poor Will. We talked about how we get 40 minutes in and we've only had that one death, but this is where we get the second one, and it's Derek the dockhand with the fake accent. We get another jump scare first, though, with Jack Black coming out of the water, pretending to be Jaws. He does a lot of just popping out of nowhere. Wait, no, he doesn't come out of the water here. He just jumps out of nowhere.
Can we stop calling him Jack Black and call him Titus as his character?
God, I am just calling him Jack Black. Titus is such a silly name for him, I think.
Titus belongs to the dog that used to live next door to us back in Hollywood.
Oh, you're right.
Titus. Hi, Titus.
Oh, Titus was perfect.
Was
Maybe
gorgeous.
I'm disassociating. Derek falls in the water, and this is after Titus walks away. This is what I like to compare to the Elsa kill. In the first movie, he's slashed, but we don't see the kill. We see the blood splash on the boards of the dock.
That's totally okay. We love that here.
It's fine. It's an off-screen kill, but it works. It's effective, I guess.
Give us blood. We're fine.
Yeah. The fisherman is officially here. We get him stepping out onto the dock and assuming it's actually Ben. We don't know that it's actually Ben Willis, but spoiler, it is. My first question is, how did he get here? We don't have any backstory yet on what happened years ago here at this resort. So you're just like, what the fuck is he doing here?
Well, he knows the grounds.
Well, now we know.
Now we know, yeah.
From afar, Ray tries to call the hotel, but no one answers. Because remember, Ray is in this movie still.
Yeah.
The housekeeper, Olga, is knocking at all the doors, even though there is no one in this hotel. She realizes that the sheets in her current basket are bloody. And then the fisherman comes out of the room that she was knocking on, and he hooks her so brutally. And this is the most brutal and unnecessary death for the most useless character in the film. Like, we didn't need her at all. But it's just so bloody and fun.
they needed to deliver kills like now because we weren't getting anything.
So they just start piling
other than Jennifer Love killing that song.
Yeah, she killed it.
She really did. No, but I feel like, okay, now they're just starting to like kill random people just to satisfy our
people that we don't even know are even here. So these are the 5 people that are on hand, and we're just going to knock them off.
It's kind of smart of Ben to get rid of the little crumbs around first before he gets to the plate, and actually does his kill. So what he's doing is like just getting rid of the, useful stuff.
You're absolutely not wrong.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's getting the trimmings.
Yeah.
Getting the trimmings before he gets to the meat.
Getting there.
Later on, we have Carla and Ty just solidifying the fact that they won't be having sex. Ty is just so horny and he's trying to get into Carla's pants and she just keeps teasing him. And I like that. She keeps teasing him and just making these little side comments about how he's just probably not going to get any. And I think that's a lot of fun for her.
Yeah, we all know how Brandy's brother got famous.
Oh, God.
Or how, what's her name?
Oh, no, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Kardashian got famous.
Yeah, well, and him. That's also how Ray J got famous. Right. I feel bad because she was high on ecstasy in that video.
It's all right.
Oh,
we've all put a dick in her mouth.
Whoa.
We've all got famous because of that.
And Ray J too. Sorry.
Okay.
Jack Black shows up again to be annoying. Oh, I'm sorry. Titus shows up again to be annoying. He's Jack Black in all my notes.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know his name.
Titus.
Will shows up to join the hot tub. We get a bunch of shirtless men. Thank you. I like how much Ty hates Will. Like, he is just so annoyed of having another man around. Like,
it's because Will's just not the one. It's like, go away. Like,
it's like such white boy energy.
Like,
it's
Julie
hilarious.
is just fitting in, and along comes Will.
I love it. A showered Julie saunters around her suite and eventually finds the body of Derek the dockhand hanging by his neck in there. I like her line delivery later. She's like, Derek the dockhand was hanging by his neck in there.
And this is Max.
No one ever would say out loud, by the way, where in the hell is my toothbrush?
Why?
Right before she finds his body, she's in the mirror and she's looking in the bathroom and she goes, where in the hell is my toothbrush? No one would ever say that out loud. But yes, this is the Max thing. This is everything kind of correlates to the original. It's very rehashy, of the original. And this is Julie's best scream so far, I think, in the film. In the first movie, I think she was rehearsing for this movie because I do think Jennifer Love Hewitt has a much better, more profound scream than she did in the first movie. Neve Campbell, bless her heart, just screams her lungs out in all the Scream films, and they're iconic, and they just get better, I think.
And she gives us face.
Oh, yeah. And I think Jennifer Love, this is her best screaming performance in this whole series. I think she has some moments in the new one. And the first one, I think she was practicing. I think she was giving us her like little weak lioness best. You know what I mean? She was trying. This one, she does good. I think that she does really good. So yeah, she gets everyone in the hotel involved that she can, including the manager. Of course, just like Max in part 1, the body has been cleaned up and there is no trace of anything because what, Alex? He's a fisherman and he's good at cleaning things up.
He cleans his boat really good.
Julie wants to go home. There is no possibility, though, because there are no boats and all the phones are down due to the storm.
The storm season, y'all.
But where there are no boats, there is an African voodoo priest practicing voodoo in his cabin.
You're like, what is this about? This whole part is like, what the fuck is happening now?
That's what Esty is doing with Julie's toothbrush. I have no clue. What the fuck is he doing?
Like, for what?
I don't even think Trey Calloway or whatever this writer's name is, I don't even think he knows what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea.
What is he protecting?
And I like that we do revisit it later, but they still don't really solve what we're trying to set up here. It's such a weird setup.
Yeah.
It's weird, you guys. Bless this actor's heart, though, because the actor that plays Estes is a good actor. I do like him.
He really is a good actor. I like him, too.
But let's get back to Titus, who's nurturing his weed plants and listening to reggae.
Let's go back to Estes real quick. He stole one thing from the 4 of them to cast a protection spell, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but we learned,
I know that
we learned it by Julie's toothbrush because she's the only one that's in her room and she actually like sees the something missing. But yeah, so he had stolen something from the 4 of them to protect them. But we don't see that. It's like the weirdest thing.
Interesting. So yeah, Jack Black / Titus is just being silly in his attempt to be a white person wearing the lifestyle.
Like, this is our lovable character that we're supposed to fall in love with in this
I just
movie.
Don't love it. It just doesn't work for me. He smokes a bong and then gets brutally slaughtered with a pair of harvesting scissors. Okay, the end. It's bloody, it's stupid, it's pointless, it's here for filler, and
it's quick and hurry up and thank you.
We have another body to add to the basement later.
Yes.
And this is the part in my notes where I said I used to have a book / script that I got from Target or something when this first came out. And I wonder if all of this stuff was in it. I wonder if in the first draft, if there was even a second draft, if there was even a first rough draft. I wonder if any of this was in it. Anyway, back in Rayland, and he enters a pawn shop and pawns the ring he was going to propose to Julie with to get some cash and a gun. It just keeps bouncing back and forth.
That's where I'm laughing.
And I hate it.
Loaded 6-shooter because he buys it with her ring. What
yeah,
the fuck?
And the way that he says, load it.
He wasn't going to go to the Bahamas, but he's going to propose to her? Like,
yeah, like
what?
None
of this was happening before.
His priorities are so fucked. His priorities are all bonkers. The weather on the island has gotten so much worse. All the phones are so off. And now the morning has come. And I really like when they're all in the bed together and Will's hand is on Ty's face.
Yeah.
And I don't like, though, how mean Ty is being to her. He's being so mean to Julie. When he's saying stuff like, oh, Miss Psychotic Episode, do you see Freddy or Jason out there? Like, shut the fuck up.
Well, that's Barry and Julie. Like, it's the same relationship. You know,
yeah,
like Barry and Julie
really
first part.
Mean.
So they're giving us the exact same shit. Like, this is supposed to be the relationship between her and her girlfriend's boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Barry.
I guess you're right.
Like, it makes sense that she is crazy and it's all in her head, is what you keep saying the whole time. Is like, you think this is in her head at this point? Like, she's seeing this in her own head.
You're right. But goddamn, does her hair look good here or what?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It looked good when they were in the club.
You're right. It kind of looks
Yeah.
similar here.
Uh-huh.
All frizzed out.
Yeah.
Somehow, Will knows a ton about the weather and predicts that there isn't much weather-wise that will knock them right off this island. That's how bad this weather is, but now it makes sense that he knows so much about the weather because he kind of grew up here. Well, no, he didn't grow up here because they were swept away, but maybe he came back here, like off and on, at one point or another with his dad. But we don't know. Anyway, Carla and Julie find a gym, and while Carla finds a punching bag, Julie finds a tanning bed. I like it when Carla's punching the punching bag and she's like, I'm going to show this fisherman some shit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. She's like a supportive friend.
Yeah, that
and
is
she's
kinda
being
cool.
like by her side. You know, I really think that's cool. And the tanning bed stuff is really spooky. Have you ever been in a tanning bed?
No, never.
You don't need one because you're naturally
I'm
tan.
naturally tan, yeah.
I used to live in a tanning bed when I lived in Juneau, Alaska.
And every single part of me, even the secret ones, are tanned. So
I can attest that. Man, the tanning bed stuff was scary. This stuff kind of resonated because if you have been in a tanning bed, you know it's not anything you want to fuck around
Final
in.
Destination stole it.
They really did.
They had a little sequence where the girls like go into and then the pole like locks them in there and they can't get out and they're burning and they're alive.
In part 3.
Yeah, right?
In part 3.
I
Part
wouldn't
3
know
is
that.
the
Only you
best
would,
one.
but
Yeah.
I remember.
Ooh, it's scary. That's a really brutal sequence. But in this one, she is chilling out with her Walkman for all you kids out there. No, she's listening to Bijou Phillips.
Oh.
Polite, baby.
You had
She's
already told us
listening to the
this.
best song on the album. I want to talk about her Walkman.
I love Walkman. So what is there to say about Walkmans,
I just-
Discmans, or any mans?
I miss having a Discman and a Walkman.
I know, me too. The Discmans were better just because of the forwarding rewind capability, but the finding the song through the tape where you kind of knew where the mark was at was like probably the best about video cassette or cassette
Video
players.
cassette. Oh, cassette players. I was like, wait a second.
Video cassette. Well,
Same
as well,
thing.
yeah.
Same shit. I love a VHS.
Rewinding to find the part was the best.
You know I love a VHS.
You could do that now, but I mean everything's more digital,
I hate technology.
technically.
So remember the dryer stuff that we talked about earlier? I said it was going to come back into play and to keep it in your pocket. Now pull it back out of your pocket.
It sounds like the crabs from part 1
Mm-hmm.
is what I said.
Carla hears banging from a different room. It's a laundry room, and she finds the dryer making a ton of noise. She mimics Julie making fun of her, and she opens the dryer and finds the body of Olga the maid, and it's bloody. And it looks like Olga's missing all of her teeth and that she has seen better days.
Why Olga?
Yeah,
No.
poor Olga, who literally had 2 lines. Housekeeping?
Mhm.
Housekeeping?
That's it.
Brandy has a good scream.
Yeah, she does.
I think she has a good scream.
She's good.
And
Well,
this
she has
is-
good vocals.
Yeah. She's not on the soundtrack, by the way.
That kind of sucks.
She doesn't have a song on the soundtrack. We didn't need her. I wonder if they asked her.
I wonder if she asked, like, should we do a song together? And she's like, I think being in a movie with you was enough.
Jennifer Love Hewitt did say in an interview recently that she would sing with Brandy on her little lunch breaks and stuff, and Brandy would sing to her, and she loved it. So we amp things up a lot from this point forward. The boys find Titus, the fisherman, and his hook zip tie Julie into the tanning bed. And my question is, why didn't he turn the heat up?
Yeah.
Why did he zip tie it but not turn the heat up? Missed opportunity. Carla has also been locked inside the laundry room, but both girls are saved because we still have 40 minutes left. And thankfully, it's all one big chase scene for the most part. So that's on our side. I honestly think that Julie being stuck in the tanning bed is mortifying.
Yeah, the temperature being risen.
And instead of cutting the zip tie or like looking for something to cut the zip tie, these people panic in such a way that they smash the tanning bed with Julie inside it.
Yeah.
What on earth are they thinking? The storm is now in full effect. We find Mr. Brooks, who has a machete in his head, his hand cut off, and the radio has been smashed with the words, "I still know," written in blood on the wall. Wait, I think I just made up the hand cut off. I don't think he actually had his hand
Not
cut
yet.
off. I think that was Cherry Falls.
Yeah.
That happened to the principal in Cherry Falls. That's a better movie, by the way. Go listen to our episode on Cherry Falls. That was like episode 15 or some
Oh,
shit.
please.
By the way, this is episode 53. I don't think I said that. Yay. And this is where Julie starts getting all amped up and all excited and saying stuff like, we're all going to die. He's going to kill us one by one.
Oh, gosh, shut up, Julie.
And we get the spill finally where she starts saying stuff like, 2 July 4ths ago, we killed Ben Willis with our car, and then we got rid of his body, and then last year he killed B. You know, she gives us everything.
Yeah.
And Carla thought she knew everything, but she only knew like a condensed version. Julie thought, or at least she tells us here, she thought that they actually killed him. She thought they killed Ben. But at the end of I Know What You Did Last Summer, they only found his hand. And she knew that. She and Ray knew that. So why did she convince herself that he was dead?
Yeah.
I would be upset if I was Carla too.
Well, did she though? Because she's still been dealing with the trauma and the whole paranoia shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. It's questionable for sure.
Another question is, why did they run all the way out to the end of the dock for all of this to unravel so they could turn around and go all the way back?
All the boats were cut loose.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh.
They ran because they were running for the boats, and then they realized that the boats had been cut loose, so they run back.
I had no idea that's what was going on.
That's as much as me not realizing that it was the manager that said, y'all the contest winners.
That's funny. Yeah, seriously. So now Ray is on the bus somewhere in time, popping pills with his broken arm. There's an old lady that's watching him from the front of the bus. Did you catch this when you were watching it?
No, who?
So he's popping pills in the back of the Greyhound bus on his way to the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
And there's an old lady that turns and just watches him, and he sees her, and then she like does this weird like, oh, and then turns and like looks back to the front of the bus. I always thought when I was a kid that she was going to have something to do with the story.
Maybe she's realizing who it is.
But that would have given the writer a better imagination.
Maybe she's a co-founder of the Pact.
Maybe she's Lila.
Maybe she is the Pact. Maybe she is Lila.
She is the Pact. Over in the Bahamas, our quad unit goes to confront Estes and his voodoo setup, where we discover chicken hands, Carla's hair tie, Julie's toothbrush, Ty's necklace, teeth in general, I think. I thought I saw some teeth in there. I wasn't too sure.
It's the teeth from the maid. Remember, you said she was missing her teeth.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, because he wanted to protect everybody, but unfortunately his protection spell ain't working because everybody's getting killed off.
Fucked up.
The weed necklace was from what's his
Titus?
name? Titus.
Oh shit. All this voodoo. But why? Oh, you just told me to protect everybody.
Because it's from the Bahamas. They have the culture of
the Haitian
Santeria.
people?
Yeah, you know, like that whole witchcraft stuff. Not really witchcraft, but it's like
voodoo.
Voodoo, yeah.
We can certainly party with the Haitians.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
The part where Julie sees the globe spinning is good, while the boys are looking for weapons in the kitchen and the electricity goes out. She approaches the globe, and then Estes appears and explains to them that Brasilia is at least the current capital of Brazil,
Prime
not
suspect.
Rio. What?
Prime suspect.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Estes explains here that Ben Willis used to work at the resort, that he has seen him hanging out in the orchard. Orchard.
Orchard.
What is it? Orchid.
Orchard. Yeah. Why is there an orchard?
He's going to show them to the orchard. All I wrote in my notes was ... What?
Orchid. Because you thought it was Orga.
I don't even know what I wrote down. Ray has made his way to the first boat dock place, and he holds the old man who was at the beginning of the movie on the first boat. He holds him up, and he's like, you're going to give me a boat. I don't care about this hurricane.
Yeah.
And he holds him at gunpoint, and the old man's like, okay, fine, take this boat. We get more from Estes about the Ben Willis backstory, and we find out that his wife, Sarah, was cheating on him, and that he had 2 kids that lived with him there, and that he worked there at the resort and lived there at the same time with his wife and his kids. And then because of the wife cheating on him, the wife went missing, and the maid found blood all over the honeymoon suite, and that also that Ben would beat her. And then after the whole thing about him finding out that he was cheating on her, or that she was cheating on him, she went missing. And then he disappeared. And then the children disappeared as well. So to be clear, Sarah was the mom. Susie was the daughter.
Yes.
And we get graves. There's like a cemetery plot on the property. And there was a grave for Layla as well. And that's an empty grave. And they have spray painted over the "Here Lies Layla" Julie James's name with "born 1979, died July 4th." Or I'm sorry, died 1998. You're telling me he had a daughter that was brought all the way back to the Bahamas to be buried in this family plot?
Because he raised a family in the Bahamas, right? That's
even
what
though
we
she
learned.
died in Southport. Because Susie is the girl that was David Egan's girlfriend.
Yeah. So she died in an accident, and you're telling us that Ben brought her all the way to the Bahamas to bury her?
That's what it sounds like.
But we don't see a plot for Susie. We see a plot for Layla.
we see one for Susie, we see one for Sarah, and we see one for Layla.
Okay, so who is Layla?
No idea. Estes leaves, either way, and then Will goes to look for him. And there's lots of overhead shots of the resort, and they look kind of CGI. But we really are to be given the impression that there's a bad hurricane, that this storm is really fucking bad. And then we get these loud, like operatic, like noises with all these birds flying in the air. It's so dramatic. And there's a part where Julie picks up a steak knife in the kitchen, and there's Brandy choosing between two knives, and they don't know which weapons to pick. And Ty's like, "What are you going to do? You going to butter some toast? Are you going to spread some butter on him? Just here, take this knife instead." Will finds Estes trying to leave the island by canoe, and Estes attacks him with an oar. And then you kind of get the idea that maybe Estes knows a little bit more than he's leading on. While hiding in the pantry, we get a rat scare instead of a cat scare, which is unusual. And this is where we find Nancy, who's been hiding there the whole time. She attacks Ty with a baseball bat. A baseball bat.
And Nancy had been hiding there ever since Julie had finished singing. When she went off screen.
Probably. I think that Ty actually deserved to be hit with the baseball bat as many times.
Oh, gosh.
As he did. He's just been mean the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Ray is boating across the heavy waters.
I mean, if he can do it.
Radioing for help like an idiot. What does he expect? He's like, help me, help. Like
he steals the boat.
Yeah,
and then,
after holding the guy up with a gun, and then he's demanding that people come help him on the heavy hurricane waters. No one's going to help you, you dumbass.
For what? For your girlfriend?
For your stupid girlfriend who...
That you ditched?
Julie's not stupid. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I like the line that Nancy says when she says, "This place didn't have a murder rate until you people showed up."
Nancy, how dare you?
Ty finally...
I mean, Ben lives there. Tell us the story about how he killed his wife again.
Yeah, I wonder what she knows about all that.
Yeah, so don't be accusing us of the murder scale going up.
So it did actually have a murder rate.
Yeah, it did.
Line floozy. Ty finally gets his hook in the throat. It's good, but as an adult, I can see the CGI, and it doesn't hold up like it used to. I remember it being better when I was a kid.
Yeah, of course.
And
Absolute.
This is where our girls are chased by Ben Willis, whose hand is a full-on hook, by the way. I forgot that they put the hook all the way on his hand. Like it's like an Ash chainsaw thing.
This is what we asked for, right?
I didn't even realize that until today. It's so funny.
Because he loses his hand in
the first movie, yeah. Remember how I said that this is a chase sequence, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's this. Sorry. We're in an attic now, and they're running across beams and ceilings that look directly into bedrooms, like actually into bedrooms, like transparent. Like those FBI
Yeah, and she's
rooms.
like, "This is my room."
Yeah, and Carla falls through the floor, and she and Ben crash through the ceiling together, and eventually Carla ends up on top of a glass house somehow that she also crashes through. It's
a greenhouse.
confusing and weird. Yeah. Okay. A greenhouse. What did I say? A glass house?
Yeah, but it's kind of like not a greenhouse, but they call those the observatories or like what do you call it? Not
atrium.
An atrium.
Wait, no, that's where birds are.
Well, no, it can be that, like somewhere where trees grow.
An
like,
observatory.
An observatory, kind of like what they have at the Bellagio.
The Griffith
Conservatory.
Park. A conservatory.
Yeah.
She ends up
bullshit.
locked inside here.
The conservatory.
The conservatory is where she ends up locked inside. I do like these moments in movies like this. But I don't like it when Julie gets the axe out of the glass case and breaks the windows and the locks. And Ben slashes Carla's foot as she crawls out the window, and instead of just hacking him to pieces, she growls at him and then runs away.
She's from South Compton. She ain't gonna
She's from Southport.
She's from Southport. But also, she
Carla's
kicks
from
ass.
Compton.
What I hate is that, that's what I'm saying, Carla's from Compton. So.
Dude, Carla is put through the ringer.
Honestly, but I hate that they do this to us just so she could disappear off screen. Like, we know nothing. What happens? They put us through this whole length of her fighting off the bad guy and then just...
I think we have another minute with her, don't we?
Goodbye.
I think there's another minute or two with her
Really?
because because they run more, and then we have that moment where they end up in like that sheltered area, like that basement shelter area, and they reveal all the dead bodies because Julie's like, grab my hand, Carla. And Carla's like, I'm holding your hand. And Julie goes, no, grab my hand. And she goes, I am holding your hand. And she goes, no, you're not. And then the lights flicker on and she's holding the hand of the maid. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when you remember. Regardless, Will saves them. Comes out of nowhere, saves them, claiming that Estes attacked him, which is not entirely untrue. And he says that he had seen the fishermen on the beach and that they are safe or should be safe. And he's injured. So Carla and Nancy go to the lobby or whatever and find the first aid kit. I don't know exactly where they go. And Julie has her Sydney moment with Will because the blood on his body is not his.
No, it's not.
Because Will's the killer, guys.
Yeah.
I know we've said that like 10 times. What did you say?
No, I said, what was his name?
Will Benson.
Benson.
Will is Ben's son. He was the radio personality that called Carla. This is all him. Julie's reaction is really good.
Yeah, it is.
In retrospect, it is really shitty because she just can't catch a fucking break. And I feel really bad for her. Carla and Nancy discover a speared Estes over in the lobby who falls on top of Nancy, who is then double speared by the fisherman. It's out of place. And it's kind of gross, but it reminds me of Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th Part 2 and every Friday the 13th movie. And the sound editing is really good here.
Totally.
The fisherman slashes at Carla again, who falls through glass again. And this is where we are led to believe that she's dead. I think that we're supposed to believe,
can she die now?
Carla's gone.
Point is like, can she just die now?
Will drags Julie through the rain to her open grave, which is originally Layla or Lila, and she's demanding answers. And this is where he reveals that he is Bill's son, Will Benson, Ben's son. Get it? Charles
Benson.
Manson, man's son.
No, so the new movie's going to be Ray's son.
Hush now, no
Ray's
more screaming, no more running, it's time to die. I hate that.
What?
It's so stupid when he says that to her. I hate it. How did Ray get here? Let's just ask it.
He fucking over the mountains and through the snow.
He fucking Raidened. He got
He
a
flew a
thunder
dragon.
and lightning here. This is so stupid. But also, the end of part 1 is really rushed and silly too, so we have to remember that.
The end of part 1 confuses the fuck out of me. Like,
And here we are with part 2.
I just don't get it.
Also confusing. The
Just
writing is
end
just silly.
when like Ben dies on the boat and like that's it. Just end the movie.
It's
like,
funny you've said
hug,
Scream
kiss,
2
see the sunrise.
so many times because I wrote in my notes, we've gone the Scream 2 route.
There you go.
Yeah.
For you. I mean, it's the
Finally.
beginning of the movie for you. It's like, oh.
So we have a double fight. And it's fine. Like we have Ray and is it Ray and Will who are fighting? And then we have Julie and the fisherman who are fighting. When the fisherman says to Ray, "You're not a killer. You don't have it in you." That says a lot.
I don't know.
Because later, 30 years later,
She
ding,
executes.
ding, ding, he's a killer. Will's actually gross, by the way, when he says, "I want you to think about all the things we're going to do to her." I think that's a really effective line.
Ooh, the same things they did to Layla.
Who is Layla? Who is she? And then during this whole scuffle, Ben ends up hooking Will in the chest in a slip-up. Julie then shoots Ray. Oh, not Ray. I'm sorry. Julie then shoots the fisherman, Ben, multiple times in the chest, and it's the most badass part of the film. Just fucking die with each individual shot.
Just fucking die already.
I love it.
Is it already or just die?
It's just fucking die. Just bang, fucking bang, die, bang. And then she keeps shooting the gun even though the barrels are empty.
Just fucking die.
It could have ended here.
Yeah.
It could have ended here. Ray and Julie see daylight, of course. The storm is over. A Coast Guard helicopter arrives. And what do you know? Carla is still alive after surviving all of that shit.
They're like, send in Carla. And she comes around the corner. Julie. Oh
Again,
my gosh.
it should have ended there.
Yeah.
We didn't need the ending, but we needed to have another ending that was similar to the first movie where a sequel could have been possible. So we have Julie and Ray, with time having passed, they buy a house somewhere in the suburbs, and Julie has to get out of a car and tap the sold sign and be all cute, check the mail. And then it's nighttime and they're prepping for bed, and she checks all the locks and she's still checking closets. And then Ray's brushing his teeth and he somehow gets locked in the bathroom. And Julie sees the fisherman under her bed, and he grabs her with the hook by the ankle and pulls her under the bed, and she's like scratching at the floor and is pulled under, and it cuts to black with her screaming. The end.
Oh.
But it's not the end because we get 2 more movies. I'm just going to say we get 1 more movie. We're going to cancel out I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. Okay. Quick thing. So the phrase Layla, and I still know what you did last summer, is a reference to the 1998 horror film, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Wait, say it again.
That's all it says.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense. The film is a sequel to the 1997. Was there a 1998 film?
This is the 1998 film.
Okay, so how is that a reference to the 1998? This is wrong.
That's very wrong. What were your favorite scenes in this movie?
The ending. No, I think Carla's little fight.
Carla's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she had quite a few though.
I just like Carla in this movie a lot. I don't know
think
why.
All of her chase scenes were a lot of fun.
Like she was really good in this movie. In all honesty, she had that movie that came out. What was it called recently?
The Front Room.
Yeah.
Oh, she was so funny in that.
Yeah,
that was a real good movie.
And still, it's like Carla then and now. You know, like compared to
that could have been a sequel to this.
Yeah,
Carla grown up having a baby,
like psychotic.
With
because
her
of what happened to her last summer.
Crazy mother-in-law moving in. That's a fun movie.
Yeah.
You guys should watch The Front Room. Skip this.
So all of her parts were my favorite part.
I would agree with you.
I hated all of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s parts. I hated all of fucking Jack Black's parts.
Yeah.
Nancy was cool.
Yeah.
I liked her.
The Nancy character was really cool. Yeah. And I think that, to piggyback off of that the Nancy Estes death was my favorite death. That was going to be my next question for you. What was your favorite death?
Probably the maid. I liked how he hooked her and dragged her out away. That was pretty dope. I liked that a lot.
I like that.
I don't know if
too.
you remember, he hooks her from her back and she kind of bends, flops over, and he just drags her out of the room. Not even drags her. He literally picks her up and just takes her out to the next room.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about our gory gaydar.
So, this guy blows dead dogs. Just lay it in there.
Eat shit and die, Ricky.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
Yeah, Bill, he's a little wet. Come on, Bill.
Out of a 5, what would you give this?
You really, I would say a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a 3 is fair. Yeah. I think most of it's for nostalgia's sake. steak.
Yeah.
On my end, because I had a lot of fun just reminiscing about how I felt when I was young watching this. And I think a lot of these movies that we talk about do that to me. But also, I feel like the acting was good. I feel like the acting was a lot better than I remember it being. And I feel like a lot of the gore effects really work. And I really like the music. And I think the directing is fine. At the end of the day, I think it's fine. But I think the writing is where it really lacks. I think the writing is hard to forgive in a lot of instances, because now I know that there was a possible idea of a New Orleans setting.
But yeah, honestly, that would have probably worked a lot better, especially with the voodoo thing. It would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah,
you know, like we'll take care of you.
What it could have been like.
It's very Candyman.
Yeah.
But also, if this movie wouldn't have been a hallway between one and what is out now, it probably would have, like, honestly killed the franchise, of course, because it would have ended there. But it just feels like what actually happened to Julie between time. And it's okay when you accept it like that. Is like, oh, I just want to know how crazy she was between the first part and the new part today. And what she actually went through, like, you know, in her head, like mental health wise, like what she experienced after the whole Southport thing, college life, and then getting to where she is now. You know, like a grown up.
Out of the three, which one do you like the best?
One.
I like part one as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. That's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
No, why?
We will be back next week with Halloween H2O. Again, I don't know if it's going to be on this or if it's going to be on Patreon, but we will surprise you next week, I guess. If you have any questions or comments on anything regarding us or life or horror or RV living, please reach out to us at thegorygaze@gmail.com. We are on Threads. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram at thegorygaze. And yeah, that's all we got. Stay cool, stay hydrated, stay gory.
Stay sweet, Susie. Oh,
okay.
That sounded so 70s. Stay sweet, Susie.
All right.
You want to smoke some dope?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you party?
All right, stay gay.
Bye, guys. Stay gay. I love you.
Bye.